So you want to connect HR2 to whatever CR there is, send that to the Senate. They're going to reject it, so it's going to come back. And I guess my other question is, why have there been no progress on the 11 appropriations bills that haven't been done? So it kind of seems like for us out here, a bait and switch, because if the whole argument for the CR was give us another 30 days, we've got 4 of them done, we need to get the other 7 done, as we've already done one, then, maybe you'd buy into it. But none of them have been done. So a lot of us feel that the CR is just a down payment on another omnibus bill to continue to fund the Biden communist regime. What is your comment on that, Tom Tiffany?
Maybe that's the case. And that is a failing that has gone on here. And that frustration was heard yesterday. When are we going to get these? When are we going to get these appropriations bills done? We've had time over the last couple of months. So you're certainly expressing a concern from a lot of people in the conference. And that's where some of the holdouts are at this point. They're saying, you're going to have to show good faith here. In fact, I hope my good friend, Representative Paul Gosar, doesn't mind that I mentioned his name on your show from Arizona. He stood up and talked twice yesterday. And that's exactly what he talked about. You're going to have to build trust with those of us that do not vote for continuing resolutions. You're going to have to build trust by passing some of these appropriations bills. And I think that's really the nexus right now of the discussion that is going on amongst those people that are the decision makers.
What about money for Ukraine?
Oh, I believe that's all. I don't think that with the bill that we're looking at advancing, at least in my mind, I don't believe Ukraine money will be in there.
So is there any way that Joe Biden can have some kind of an executive order to override your appropriations responsibilities and continue to give armaments to and money to Ukraine?
They'll find every way in which they
Congress's authorization.
Yeah, they'll find every way in which they can. I mean, John, you've seen this administration. It is flat out lawless. It doesn't matter whether it's the border, it's student loans. I mean, you name the example. They will break the law to accomplish their goals. The ends justify the means. So you don't think they'll do the same with Ukraine? Absolutely, they'll try to do it.
Biden the other day shook a lot of people up when he said, I don't really need Congress's authority. If I need to move troops around, that's my decision vested in me as president of the United States. Would you be shocked if you got up one day and he decided to deploy troops to Ukraine? And could you do anything about it?
Yes, I would be shocked if he would go to those lengths to do something like that. That would tell me that the foreign policy establishment had given him the green light that we need to do this for whatever the reason is. And at that point, Congress, I believe, we'd have to look at the authorities that we have to try to stop that. Because, John, isn't that a tacit declaration of war if you send troops into a foreign country?
Yes.
And yes. That is under...
Well, he'll find a way to make them advisors or something.
Yeah, that is under our authority. But, we're seeing the American people and how they're reacting to this. While a few of us... Remember, I was only one of 10 people in this Congress last session that voted against Lend-Lease. And, we took a lot of heat for it. The American people are really catching on in this, since that time, that this open-ended spending to the Ukraine is just inappropriate.